Hey, you guys. Hold on, let me get us right because I already know. There we go. I'm gonna wait for you guys to come in. I don't know if anybody's gonna show up because this is just me popping in saying Happy Black History Month. It's February 1st, you guys. And so, really, I mean, if you guys come in, that's great. But I already have a purpose on being here tonight. And I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for Black History Month. So we just going to wing it a little bit. But I have a couple of books here that are specifically catered to African Americans. And so, one that I have yet to actually read is this book right here is a black it's called a black reader, no, a black history reader. And I started looking through this book this morning. I actually bought it a couple months ago, probably like in December or November. I bought the book. And I'm sorry, it's by Dr. Claude Anderson. He is a black activist, I guess would be a good he's also a politician, or he was a politician for a very long time. And so now I mostly know him from watching what is his name? I can't remember. It's the black, it's one of the black what is his name? I think I want to call it Black Entertainment, but I know that's not it. It's, oh my god, I can't think of the person's name that I watch him on, but I got these books. I have all 5 of Dr. Anderson's books, and I wanted to just come and I guess share a little bit of one of the books with you guys. And so the question is, so this book specifically is on multiple different questions. It says 101 questions you never thought to ask, right? And it's specifically catered to Black people and African Americans. And so what I wanted to ask you guys is question number 2, actually. And it says, are Black Americans an official social economic underclass? And so I'm just going to read you a little bit of what this is about. And then, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to be here that long. I'm just here to just kind of, tap in on Black history. Just kind of, show respect and give honor to where it's due, because there's plenty of people that came into the game before me. And so I'm just here to, show some love to them. And so I'm going to go ahead and actually read from the book of Dr. Claude Anderson. And again, this is called A Black History Reader. You can get this book on Amazon. I may link to it in the description, but it's definitely on Amazon because that's where I got it from. And so I'm on page 3. And this book is basically structured with questions. There's several different questions. And then each question, basically each chapter goes into the question, I should say. And so or not each chapter, excuse me, because there are multiple chapters, but this chapter I'm going to read on is called Current Issues. And the question, like I said, is the question number 2, and it's called, are Black Americans an official social economic underclass? And so it's on page 3. It says, whether Black Americans are this nation's official underclass depends on the criteria used to define the term. In the broadest sense, an underclass is the segment of the population that accompanies the lowest possible position in a ranking order of social acceptability. The enactment of the nation's Constitution in 1789 and the first naturalization law of 1790 establishes a rank order that placed whites at the top and entitled to all of society's benefits, and consigned blacks to the bottom ranks with no entitlements, not even to life itself. The naturalization law declared America to be a white nation, with blacks acceptable only as slaves. In subsequent years of Jim Crow, semi-slavery, a political correctness, a deliberate and carefully interlinked set of laws and public policies assured Black presence as a subordinate labor and consumer class. Consequently, black people became the designated official underclass, and it has yet to be reputed. I can't say that word. Reputed, or changed. Until that has happened, blacks are restricted to conditions that place them outside or beneath mainstream society. And so basically what this is saying is that the way that the Constitution was constructed in 1789 is pretty much saying that America is a white country, and white people have pretty much pressed. It says that whites are placed at the top and entitled to all society benefits, and co-sign blacks to the bottom ranking. And so this book is extremely interesting, you guys. You should definitely read it. It's gonna create, like more questions within yourself, and it's gonna help you ask the questions that you probably won't answer. This is a good book for black or white people, depending on what's, like where you're at in your life. But it's really interesting how Dr. Claude Anderson has, constructed this book for us to kind of ask the questions that we probably wouldn't normally ask. And so I want you to ask yourself, like, do you see black people as the, underclass, as it stated here? Did I say, I don't want to, underclass, according to what Dr. Claude Anderson says in this book, that black people are considered underclass and have been considered to be underclass and only worthy of being slaves since 1789, and it has not been changed since then. So do you think black people or African Americans, especially those that have, that are of slavery descent, do you think that they are considered underclassmen? And do you think it has changed since 1789? And so if you ask me, I do think the Constitution was constructed, which I think the Constitution was constructed accordingly to the people that were in charge of the nation at the time. And so it was white people, and white people are the majority of, America right now. And so do I think that black people are considered underclassmen in 2021? I think that yes, I do think that not all black people, and I do think that also not just black people in this condition, especially with how things are now, aren't only the, underclassmen. There are other people that are considered in this underclassmen category, but I do think black people still fall in this category, even though this was written, he's referring to 1789 and it is 2021. So I would advise you guys to go read it. There's a lot more into this chapter, and especially under this question, because how it's written. So here's the question. This is the beginning of this chapter, but here's the question, and the question continues, the conversation about this question, I should say, continues from page 3 to page 6. And so if you do not have this book, I would advise you to go read it, especially if you, like I say, are of African American descent. And so that's all I have for you guys in this video. I just wanted to come check in. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, you guys.